The future of gaming. Where does it lie? I wanted to talk about it here, and I wanted to tell you where I would direct you guys if you guys think, oh, gaming's dead, which stupidest take I've ever heard. It's not dead. In fact, it's like so fucking here that it's not even crazy. We're getting so many new games next year, this year, that there's no point in that argument. But this is where I think the future of gaming lies as a whole, and I will be giving you games to play based on my like where I believe gaming lies. And I wanted to tell you what like brung me about this because it's like again that whole argument of oh gaming's dead, it's so stupid. There's so many like greedy corporations like Activision all the time releasing dumb shit that we don't need. Or like with Call of Duty, we're getting a new seventh one, even though we were promised not to get one till like next year. Which, I mean, we are getting one next year, but what I mean is we weren't supposed to be getting one till like the year after. But not my point. Uh, and then you've got the Assassin's Creed franchise just continually being mediocre and like not at all interesting. I mean, I played Origins and that was like I don't even know how fucking long ago, and that shit was just it's good, but anyway, but like the I was thinking about this because people say that all the time, but then I realized, wait, there's a genre that always blows up almost every year. One game from this genre almost always blows up, and even sometimes has a contender for game of the year in some way, and that is indie. Indie games are where everything is. You cannot tell me otherwise. They have everything for you. Everything. A shooter. You got Splitgate. I don't know if that's indie. I'm pretty sure it might be, but anyways, you've got things like Splitgate. There's a list. Oh, if you're into shooters, Ultra Kill. That's kind of like your Doom shooter that you can play. And I had a review of Doom that I did. I don't know when it's gonna come out. Depends on when this gets done. But anyways, Doom, that shit, like, it's so good. But then you got Ultra Kill. That has one of the biggest fan bases right now, and it's been blowing up. It's everywhere. That's what you can give for a shooter. And then if you like Dark Souls, well, to be fair, I don't think you need a substitute since there's so many good like Souls likes. Like, I mean, I don't even can't even think of a Souls like in the top of my head. The biggest one that comes to mind is Hollow Knight, but is Hollow Knight even indie? Let me open up Opera and see. Yes, Hollow Knight is indie, and but anyways, so you've got I literally just fucking said it. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's your Metrovania style game that you can go if you play those. Like if you really enjoy those. Looter shooters. I'm pretty sure you can find a looter shooter. I should have done research for this. I don't even think there's any. No, there isn't any for like the looter shooter genre. So, I mean, yeah, for that instance, go to Borderlands or anything like that. But then you've got stuff like puzzle platformers, and you've got things like Getting Over It, which I, I don't know why you'd play that unless you enjoy torture. But then you've got Shovel Knight, which is a puzzle platformer, if I'm remembering correctly. Jump King, that's another one. That's a fucking great challenge game, and a good platformer for people that like challenging platformers. You know, when you're tired of Nintendo sucking away your soul like a succubus, you can go and play that. But then you've got things. What's another genre? Horror. Oh my dude, if you're someone that's a horror fan, you think that gaming's dead now, you're dumb. Because especially if you're a horror fan, my God, there's a billion and one games that you can play. Yeah, there's things like Five Nights at Freddy's that get old and tiring, but then you've got things like what's that Resident Evil like that just came out? Here somewhere. PCS whatever that game, amazing. From what I've heard, it's really good. I haven't played it personally, but it's been highly recommended to me by my friends. It looks like something I would like. If you enjoy the old style of the Resident Evils where it's a fixed perspective and you have to kill zombies, good. You've got things like, again, you've got things like all the FNAF games, which majority are, I'm pretty sure, indie. So, yeah. And then you've got fighting games. There's a few, and there's a billion and one ending fighting games. And not only that, you could play an older fighting game and download a shit ton of mods for it. Like Guilty Gear alone, the indie like modding community for that is insane. I saw one where they made Alucard in the game, which it's a crime that Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate does not have his own gaming appearance in anything, including his own game. But not my point. There's a ton of like people that, not even that. I think basically my whole thing here is I believe that the future of gaming lies with indie. It is where everything will go at some point if the developers of these big games keep upping the prices and also screwing us as players and creators. What we need to do is, well, we've shown them before and then they acquire them. But there's things like Undertale. Undertale, I think, almost or did win Game of the Year. Deltarune has captured the hearts of everyone. I haven't played it because I only watched Jacksepticeye play Undertale, and then when I heard he's not playing Deltarune, I was very fucking sad. But I guess I'll get around to that at some point. But there's these games that, like, time and time again show that the future lies not with how big the wallet of the industry is that make it. It lies with the creativity of the people who make the game. Like, yeah, you've got people that, again, like, the biggest ones I can think of, Undertale, FNAF, and maybe, like, Shovel Knight. I don't know. That kind of took everything by storm, but not my point. There's, like, the big three that I can think of indie games. There's definitely more. There's probably definitely higher. But those, my God. Like, they show time and time again, you don't need to have a fucking budget that reaches the moon to make a good game. You can just be like, oh, I'm a dude that makes games in my pastime. Here's my little passion project of, like, a game. Like, another game, but yeah, there's games from indie and everything. So for like, what I would recommend is if you really think that gaming's dead, look up indie games, go through there and play. There's games that I didn't know. Like there's a game that me and my friends discovered called Nuclear Nightmare, which is kind of like a Lethal Company, another indie game made by a single furry. But there's games, yeah, that game, fucking amazing with a bunch of friends. By yourself, I mean, it's a multiplayer game while you're playing it by yourself. I mean, I get it. Sometimes we're lonely, but like, I don't know, find someone, do randoms. But then, yeah, and then if you want another one, Body Cam, and then there's another, I think it's called SCP. I'm looking over here to see if I can find it. My SCP 5K. It's an alpha at the moment, but it is genuinely one of the most frightening games I've played. I streamed it with my to my friends to watch me play it, and it was terrifying. They loved it. I loved it. It even has like a little multiplayer thing going on. That again, it just shows like that shit is like such a small like it's such a small budget, but it does so much with what it can do, and it continues to give stuff like another one because this is just a yap session. This is what I like doing. And these are games that I recommend. If you think gaming's dead, go play these because they will be. You'll be like, holy shit, these indie games. Holy hell! Like another one, Stardew Valley, made by like a single guy, and he's making a new game too, but it ain't out yet. But it shows time and time and time and time again that like yeah, there's like 50 games coming out this year, but only like 4 major, it's like 6 major maybe, are like worth giving a hell about. And then you've got Insomniac deciding to show a teaser for a fucking Wolverine game that we still haven't gotten an update for, and I fucking hate it. Either like with indie games, usually when they show a trailer, it's more than just, hey guys, I'm here, goodbye. It's usually, hey, this shit's in alpha, or hey, this shit is about to drop pretty freaking soon, get on it. Then because then again, fucking big corporations would be like, everyone likes Iron Man, right? Drop them in a little teaser, and here in 5 years when they ask about it, we're gonna be like, we haven't even started the skeleton of Iron Man himself. Then why tease it? And then you've also got when fucking big corporations are like, here's a Black Panther game. It's canceled, by the way. Really? We've been here, and then you like shut down the entire studio, and it's like, well, the hype for this really went somewhere, didn't it? But yeah, if you really think gaming's dead, I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to do your own research. And if you're one of those people that do think gaming's dead, and you play like 3 games, being 2K, Madden, and fucking Call of Duty, please eat a bar of soap and play something different. God, there are so many better games in this big industry that is like huge AAA or small little basement projects that people do while they get whipped in the back by their boss at McDonald's. Like, give them a try, please, please. Like, yes, I don't think I have to say it. I think a lot of people do, like, would agree with this. This isn't a hot take, but again, this channel that I'm hoping to make is more about me yapping to you guys talking back to me through the comment section, me reading through it, and then going based off that what we can form of opinion on. Like, there's more things I want to talk about, like comparing big games to each other and stuff like that, but that's for a future that if maybe possible to come if, you know, me and my editors can get things rolling. But anyways, I have to end the video here. Sorry for like, I think a minute or 2 of dead air. But I had to because I wanted to make sure that some of the games they were talking about were really indie. But, alright, so that's it. I'll see y'all. Bye.